Innovative.
The Effin' Mad Podcast. DJ Punch. Cool ass Cam. The coolest motherfucker on the planet. The whole Shabambu baby.
What's good, everybody? This is the TFNMP Podcast with your host, DJ Punch.
And I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet, cool ass Cam.
And as always, this episode and all episodes are brought to you by Innovative Culture. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture on Instagram at innovative.culture. Make sure you follow the podcast at the TFNMP Podcast. And where you at it, make sure you follow your boy at I am DJ Punch. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole Shabambu baby. Where they following you at, Cam?
Y'all can follow me at cool ass Cam, COOLAZZCAM.
Yes, sir. We got two guests in the building today. One of them is an Innovative Culture regular. The other one's been kicking it a few, this past couple weeks. Got to know him a cool amount. We got to learn his passion behind what he does. You know what I mean? We got the homie in the building. We got Tony Grams, and then we got Deshawn. What's good, bro?
What's the deal, man? We here, baby.
Tony, what's your Instagram, man? You didn't even say what's up, asshole.
I was letting
You
the
didn't
guess.
get no A.
You didn't know, hey, what's up? Like,
First of all,
damn.
it's 162 degrees
I don't
in
give a
here.
flying fuck.
We in a sauna.
It's
We
hot.
in here soaking. Nah, pause. It's soaking like matzo balls in this motherfucker. No, it's Tony
Goddamn
Grams.
Instagram shit.
Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. And I'll follow you back. Follow back up, Tony Grams Comedy. And shit, we about to.
I ain't following you back.
We have
Follow
to-
me, but I ain't following you back.
Oh yeah, I'm about to hit somebody with a big
Punch
boot.
don't do the follow back.
The big boot?
I mean, that's gonna be the signature, the boot
Oh, shit.
in the corner.
This nigga said let me hit it.
Yeah, like they over here already going in. Damn.
What's your Instagram, bro?
Comptonmania. Just Comptonmania. And then also my personal Instagram is SHOTYME2203. That's me.
that personal.
Showtime. What's the
Make
deal?
sure you give that personal one out. Shit. That shit.
Man.
Motherfuckers don't want to give that personal one out. Sometimes they just go all business and not want to get all the follows and you sitting here
Yeah,
feeling.
some people be
just-
trying to be private though. They don't be wanting everybody all up in their shit, so that's why they got that low key. You know that
I
personal
need
page.
that love. Fuck all that.
You know the crazy part is Comptonmania is way more popping than my own. So it's like I'd be on the Comptonmania one because don't nobody care about me. Like don't nobody give a damn about me.
They want to know what you doing.
You know, like
Ultimately, yeah.
So it's cool though, man. It's super cool. Like where we at with it though? Like I'm just super excited, man.
Hell
the
yeah,
Rams
bro.
is playing tomorrow too. We about to beat
Man,
the Bills up.
first and foremost, everybody name your team right now.
Rams.
Rams, or Tony?
Raiders.
Raiders. I'm a Bengals fan. I'll probably be the only Bengals
Oh,
fan y'all ever
dang.
met in your life. But we made it to the Super Bowl last year.
Y'all did. Y'all
won,
dangerous.
but I don't give a fuck. We're going to go ahead and
If I do know any other Bengals fans, I probably know them through you.
I know a few of them.
Cause
Cal,
it'd be
the
like a Bengal fan that you done clicked up with already.
homie
up,
Cal Hamilton, one of the homies. Like, but he from like Cincinnati.
God, King.
So like, them niggas all from out there. Like, them niggas, is
Niggas
like,
talking about Steelers.
Steelers Rams.
if I see somebody wearing Steelers shit, I just assume you from 20s.
Oh,
I don't even think like it's a fandom shit at this
Yeah,
point.
he's
That's
not even-
Babe over there.
he's
She
not
like
even
them
a fan.
Steelers. Hey, but the Bengals, y'all really scary though. They got a solid. They got Joe Burrow.
You got Joe
They
Burrow,
got what's the
motherfucker.
wide receivers? A freaking hawk, bro. Y'all got
Jamar
like
Chase.
3 of them.
We got Jamar Chase out there doing the damn
Ooh.
thing.
Got a nice running game. So the Bengals
Yeah.
is a
Joe
threat
Mixon
though.
out there running back, you know what I'm saying? Defense looking solid. Y'all gonna do it though. Y'all don't even trip. Y'all
Oh,
don't-
yeah.
That shit's annoying as fuck though to see all these Rams fans. I ain't gonna front. It's just like Super Bowl weekend just
It
did it
is,
for me.
though.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl weekend did it for me because I was like, where the fuck did
all of a
y'all
sudden
come
they
from?
major fans
Yeah,
of
like,
Rams
what the fuck?
tattoo.
I understand if you was a fan already or if you like hopped on like as soon as they came, but it wasn't no motherfuckers like
No energy.
This was the year that they joined. Like, that was
Like,
some
I
bullshit.
know niggas with Rams tattoos now.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of people jumped on because you got to think LA didn't have a team for like 22
That's what I'm saying.
years.
If you jumped
but I
on the first
always
year-
was a Ram fan.
that's
Anybody
what-
that
yeah.
know me
I
know.
was
Even
a
when they
Rams
went to
fan.
St. Louis, I was. You can go look at my Facebook. Go back. You gonna see Ram stuff all day. 89. That's when I fell in love with those blue and gold colors, man.
He was with
That's
it.
when they was like the show. What was it?
That's when they were trash. They were trash. I used to cry when the Rams. We had Tony Banks as a quarterback,
Tony
bro.
Banks.
They called him Mr. Fumble.
Tony Banks.
Y'all had a
we
quarterback
had
at some
Flipper
point.
Anderson.
He
What?
ended up working out, but what's his name was working at a grocery store, wasn't he? When y'all picked
Kurt
him back
Warner?
up?
Oh, Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Damn.
That changed a lot.
He got a whole movie now. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm
I
telling you,
watched
the Rams won.
American Underdog.
That shit good.
Yeah, it's dope. I like it.
Yeah.
But I was a Kurt Warner fan. I was a fan
Kurt
of that
was
era.
the man. Yeah.
I watched that documentary on Manti Te'o recently. Y'all seen that shit?
Oh, no.
Yeah, me.
Him and his fake girlfriend.
Yeah,
He didn't know though.
That's what they say.
Cold part is it's a tranny now. Like
Yeah.
the dude that
Yeah.
catfished him is now a tranny.
They knew that back then that the person was gay, but a lot of people felt like that's what like they made the story that he didn't know because he might have been doing some shit that he should not that he
I
shouldn't
think he
be
didn't
doing.
know.
That like
I think he was just
like,
gullible as
that
fuck.
was like they
He was
wanted to keep his
he
image
was religious as
because
shit.
his family was religious. He was religious.
Was he catfish before catfish came out, or was
It was
catfish
right when it was
already
happening.
It was right when it was
already
happening.
happening. Like
Okay.
the show had been out maybe 2 seasons already,
Okay.
2 or 3 seasons. Like, but that's what that was kind of the theory. Like people was like he could have just been dealing with a dude. And then that shit got exposed, and that was the cover of. I didn't know I thought this was. It was like, and it's possible because it's like.
I think it's possible, but I don't think that shit happened.
I mean,
What you don't think that he had the real girlfriend?
I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew like at all that wasn't.
Man, they know
that
college
wasn't the chick.
football
He was
playing
just
nigga,
gullible as fuck. If you
not gonna be
like
like,
listen to his
I ain't got
past,
no other girls
he
I'm
was gullible shit.
smashing.
He didn't have no other chicks. There was a
Like-
point though where he was smashing other chicks, and that's where it was like the old girl, whoever was catfishing him, hit him up and left a message and was like, "Oh, you had old girl answering the phone, blah 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 blah." So that's what had me thinking like, nah, he ain't gay. He was out here like smacking shit.
So he put his whole business out there, like
You had to.
Well, no, it just got exposed. Like
I mean,
the messages.
once it got exposed though, you had to put
Did
that
the
shit
person?
out.
Did the person like put it out?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
They interviewed that motherfucker and everything. I'm telling you, that
Oh, was
motherfucker
it?
like my size.
Damn.
So
Damn,
wait, okay.
that was a dude he knew.
So
he
did
was fucking with that dude.
remind me what
Yeah,
happened?
No random big dude.
Did it come to life because of the simple fact that his girl died or something?
Because he gave her a shout out like after the game. Then they like win like some type of like division or they won
Nah,
something.
this is what happened. So he had thought he was talking to this chick in Carson, right?
Right.
Turns out it wasn't a chick or whatever. But by the time they found out that it wasn't real, she had said that she died and then came back to life supposedly. So like
And
she
he believed it
and
still?
he was like
Oh,
not came back to
man.
life, but like made it up,
She was
like told you like,
revived.
yo, I was bullshitting you or whatever, but like I'm here now or whatever. And he was confused as shit, so he didn't know what to do. So he was telling like everybody at Notre Dame, like, or telling the people, the officials, like everything was going on, and they were like, let's keep that shit to ourselves for right now. And meanwhile, like they're playing in, like he's going up for the Heisman. He was a runner-up. They're playing the national championship game. All that shit happens. Well, they lose in the national championship game, and then Deadspin picks it up. And Deadspin's like, well, let's see what's up with his girlfriend who supposedly died. So they start doing like extra shit. Turns out that the real person was Facebook friends with the catfisher. So that's how they linked the people and was like, I think his name was like Rosiah or something. It was like Rosiah's the one that was the one doing it. And then that's when supposedly he found out.
Is it harder to catfish people now because everybody got an iPhone now? So it's like, or
I mean,
some
by the
kind
by
of
the
video
second
phone.
time, by the second time I'm over here trying to FaceTime you and you ain't accepting my FaceTime, like this shit fake.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You got to see the face. You got to. You can't like not have a
I remember when
pretend
Twitter was
situation.
popping, right? And like all you had was that little icon picture sitting on the Twitter, and it's like the more you zoom in, the more pixelated that shit gets.
Hell yeah.
So you
Blow
really
that
don't
way the
know what a
fuck up.
motherfucker look like, you know? And I think that was probably one of the biggest errors of catfishing.
Yeah, it was a lot of that shit.
Y'all ever been catfished?
No. I've attempted
You been
catfish.
catfished?
Definitely.
How long did it take for you to realize, oh, I'm getting catfished?
When I went up to the school, so here's the thing. This is before all social media. You know, this is when
before catfish.
This is when they had the party line. When
Yeah, we all got catfished on the party line.
You would fall in love with somebody.
Then you a
because of
motherfucking
their
liar,
voice.
Tony, because you just said you didn't get catfished.
No, I'm saying they never. Well, I just said we all because I know a lot of motherfuckers that went to pick up girls and that way.
Meanwhile, like basically no shade if you got fucking catfish on the party line. It was regular. Go ahead, continue your story, bro.
like
Why don't you go live with us?
send the request. Send the request.
Because he got an
you
Android.
gotta click in.
Click in our shit.
But okay, so me and this girl, we was on the party line, and she had this voice. You know how you go for the girl who got the voice.
On the party line, especially.
Yeah,
they was like,
definitely.
because they were like, like specifically working on that. Hey,
Yeah,
they was on some like trying their hardest to be like, oh, she sound fine as a motherfucker,
man.
Nigga.
And you know our imaginations, we all like visual anyway. So
yeah.
she telling me she looked like Maya, and at the time Maya was that chick.
And that's what they would do.
Magazine.
That's what they would do. They would pick a specific hot item.
Yeah,
Like, I look just like J-Lo. I look just like Nivea. I look just
man.
whoever was like on BET like going up like for the next month.
Man, dude, like that. It was like I was bragging to the homies before I even met her. You know, niggas
That's where
be
you fucked
lying.
up.
I'd be like, yeah, man, I met a bad one, bro. I'm lying and
Pulled
shit.
her and everything.
Man, got her. Like all this shit is on the phone. He is lying. So anyway, I ditched Long Beach, Jordan to go to Compton, right up there. I'm like, let's go to Compton. I go to Compton, bro. She homies was clowning, bro.
Damn, they went with you?
Yes.
That's where you fucked up.
Yep.
That's where you fucked up. That's
Yep.
that is a solo mission. That is a solo mission.
But you know, back in the days, you couldn't do too much stuff solo. You might get jumped. Like
Yeah,
for
you
real,
get
like
robbed,
you know,
shot.
anything,
Any
bro.
freak-
Look, it
Like,
could have
freak
been a setup
shit.
to begin with. I understand that, but you ended up still getting set up.
I did. I mean, but see, people. That's why I say when you hear from like a Monte Teo type, oh, I gotta accept it, huh? When I hear from like a Monte Teo situation, I guess because I'm coming from the party line, there's no way I'm not gonna meet you unless I see a video of
Yeah,
it. Like
after so
there's-
long. And how long was it?
I think he had been talking to her for like maybe like a year or something. A year and some change before like he started kind of realizing like, yo, something's a little weird here.
Yeah.
But because he said that he wasn't even on no boyfriend girlfriend type shit with that with her, like he was on some like, oh, we just friends, we kind of like just pump each other up or whatever, retweet each other,
Pump
shit like
each other.
that.
Y'all
Yeah.
just pump each other, all right.
Cold part is like the tranny is. Do I say the tranny? What did I say? The chick.
Nah, just say the transgender.
The transgender was more upset that Manti Te'o released the personal voicemails that they had sent him. Like, what? You gonna catfish me? You gonna get mad because I released these fucking voicemails? Like, all I'm doing is telling people, like, yo, this sound like a bitch. Like, you guys are making fun of me. You telling me, like, how can this 6'5" motherfucker sound like, nah, that ain't no bitch. This motherfucker sounded like a bitch. Straight up.
Well,
Yeah. Well, I mean, only thing I can say is it happens to the best of us, you know. Like,
But that wouldn't happen, like, on the
Man,
grand
that
stage.
don't happen to know.
so you just said you got catfish too, though.
No, I said I've had attempted catfishes. I've had people that
Explain
like
your
you get like
attempts.
so they hit you up. Oh, what's good? And you could just tell like a good like 2 minutes, if that, like less than 5 minutes of how a person is. You're like, nah, this ain't who this is. Like I can
on
tell.
the phone or in person?
And no, usually on messages and shit. Because I don't like motherfuckers don't randomly how can somebody catfish you randomly on the phone these days?
I
You
always
ain't-
say this
Yeah,
though.
that's
We
what-
come
yeah,
we
that's
come
true.
from the era we had to pull a chick. Like we had to walk
Yep.
up, get the number face to
Yep.
face. So like we was like the last of the Mohicans when it comes to that shit. So
Yep.
you it's a little harder to get us than it is to get some other people. But
Yeah.
based on how gullible that motherfucker was, that's like the real big thing that I'm saying. Like he was gullible enough to fall for that shit. To sit there and be like, oh, that's my friend, that's my homie or whatever. And then he was super religious too. I don't know, something about like I'm not even like I'm like you ever met like a super religious like Samoan?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
them. A lot of most of
Yeah,
them.
but like the super religious one.
But I'll say, what's more believable? All that weird shit that you just had to like explain that don't make sense, and none of those little bits and pieces make any sense by themselves. By themselves, none of that shit makes sense. Just one of them things, and it's a whole bunch of it that makes up. None of that shit makes sense, or that he was just dealing with a sausage and shit got out, and they was trying to do damage control.
Damage control.
And that's like, to me, that's literally more logical than like, it ain't nothing wrong. That's what he wanted to do. And I feel because of the religion is why it's such a we gotta like
that might be a thing,
Why
too.
you see what I'm
not only
saying?
that,
Like
but
we're
his
not
pops,
putting this
his
out.
pops, his uncles, he had like uncles and his dad was in the NFL. So he had like a long legacy of like tough ass. And you gotta remember, like Samoans is tough as fuck. So for you to like put out some shit like that about and then you Samoan, like it's a rap. Like they gonna fuck around and talk hella shit.
This nigga Mo's stupid.
Is he still in the NFL?
That's the thing I don't know. I remember the last I checked he was playing for the Saints. So I don't know what he's doing now.
I'm a Ram fan. I only know what's on whose house?
I only know
Rams
what's going
house.
on with the Rams.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But changing shit up, going back to the NFL, man. Besides the whole scandals and shit. Y'all ready for that game tomorrow? I know y'all pumped.
Oh yeah, super, super.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there too.
Oh, you going?
Oh yeah, just to see the banner, I might cry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like I might just get one of them.
You gonna be in the building?
Oh yeah.
How much some tickets hitting for, B?
44,000.
I got a standing room only ticket for like, I think it was like $160.
They selling standing room tickets.
Yeah, it might go up or down, and it was cheaper than that a day before, but I had to wait.
This nigga's stupid.
They trying to make that shit like a club. I think that's like the big thing that they trying to do with stadiums now.
Yeah.
Is they
Might
trying to
as
turn
well.
these motherfuckers into clubs.
I mean, because anywhere is a good seat, and that's how I kind of like want my Comptonmania show to be. Like, cause see, when we were at the Coliseum, that shit was brutal. Like, cause I've been a season ticket holder for forever, but going to the Coliseum, like tomorrow is supposed to be 100 degrees. Imagine being in that open bowl and that sun is cooking the numbers into your back.
Yeah. Frying.
Wearing
but
that
when you
jersey,
ask-
oh, that's some real shit.
I went to a Dodgers Padre game like that. I had like a tank top, like a little jersey, Nike jersey shit on, and I remember that shit. I was just like, that shit literally like shit was cooked. It was like nigga sizzled.
Sizzles.
There's some games or like Dodger games I went to where like you just give up. You just sit there and you're just like, it's hot. Everybody's sweating. Like, fuck it. You
All
just
you
sweat.
do is wear a big ass hat and.
I don't even do. Well, I
Yeah,
would
that
do
ain't
hat
gonna
thing.
work. They
Like,
need
I'm
to
already here.
Listen,
I'm not gonna leave.
If you got weather
I'm paying
problems
60 for
in your
parking.
stadium, put a damn roof up to block people. You know, we you got people paying season tickets. This is like part of their home in the summertime. Like, make it comfortable.
Are they good seats? Like everywhere's a good seat over
Hell
there?
yeah, just
This nigga
being the
wild.
sofa, you in the building. You could just stand there and just buy drinks
shit.
and just be watching like you out like in your backyard. Like, it's stupid.
Like tailgating low key,
It's-
but in the
man,
stadium?
It's dumb, bro. It's super dumb.
Man.
They're trying to make that shit like a real fucking experience, though.
Yeah.
They building the Clippers' new arena over there.
For what?
What do you mean for what? Don't be
For
an
what?
asshole.
What the fuck them niggas
I think
need?
this could be the
Well,
Clippers'
this
year.
gonna be it, B.
Niggas-
This gonna be it, B.
Garbage. You're like, I always know one Clipper fan. I didn't trip on the Clippers. I used to actually support the Clippers.
trip.
Because they was a regular team, LA team, till they start talking that we run LA shit.
Clipper Darrell.
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
that weird ass.
Clipper
That
Darrell.
weird ass.
I don't even
nigga.
like Clipper Darrell.
That
Like,
nigga's a
fuck Clipper
weirdo.
Darrell.
When that nigga start crying on Channel 7, you ever see that shit, nigga? Oh my God. I was watching that shit live after a game. LTV, whatever that shit, Zach Yakamoto, whatever the nigga that do the sports on ABC. Nigga, I remember I was high as fuck on the couch, and they're like, oh, after the break, Clipper Darrell. This nigga come out. I'm like, okay, that's dope. Cause I'm like, it was cool because I knew who he was. This nigga come out and he started talking about how this is right when they cut him, and the new owners of the motherfucking team, the new owners of the team didn't want that nigga in the audience no more.
Oh, I remember that.
That was like right when the news. So after the Sterling, the don't bring no black people to my game shit.
It wasn't even that they didn't want him in the stadium anymore. It was
They didn't want him. He didn't represent them anymore.
Pay your tickets. You got to pay for your own tickets.
And he was like, so on top of you're not an official representative of the Clipper
And that's
organization.
scandalous. He should be.
And he had been there like a good.
supporting them
I mean,
like
do you
18.
feel
all
all right?
this time.
You a Raider fan? So you seen that dude that's always at the Raider game?
Yeah,
right?
with the
he's
the
not
line.
an official, whatever.
But,
He just show
but
up,
he
that's like
knows
Clipper
that.
Darrell.
He knows that though.
He knows his role.
Clipper Darrell doesn't know his role. Like Clipper Darrell thinks that he's special. So Clipper
You
Darrell
don't
goes
think Clipper
along.
Darrell is special?
I think he's a different type of special. Now that Clipper Darrell goes on ABC after a Laker game and gets an interview, and then he's talking and Yamamoto, and I think that's his name. He's sitting there, and he's like, so they don't want me in the stadiums no more, blah blah blah. And this nigga just like threw the hands on the desk with the face like in his like. Start like the way he did it was just on the like Like, we on live TV, nigga. You crying over the Clippers.
Have some decorum.
Over the Clippers,
you
though.
wanted to hey,
Over
tighten
any
up.
team, though. Not even just being a Laker fan, but over any.
I mean, but he
the
got
fuck?
they wind up helping him get back up in there. So if
And then he
wouldn't have
became
put his
Laker
head up-
Daryl.
No, he didn't.
You remember he did the Laker Daryl
He
shit.
did do that
and
shit.
then he split back when they let him back in. Then they let him back in, and then he was wearing the suit.
Yeah, he was
that was
stopping.
like two-tone. That was the red and blue on this side and the purple and gold on this side.
Show me those pictures.
That
'cause I'm
nigga's
finna post
that nigga's a
them.
weirdo. Like,
I'm finna post them.
Clipper/Laker Daryl.
yeah, I forgot what that is. But
Daryl it is.
They
ladies
turned-
and
he turned-
gentlemen,
I feel like that would be the
Daryl.
Google search.
He was
right
trying to
there.
he was trying to give it up for the Lakers for like a season or so after they like kind of cast him out. He was like the nigga from 300, the Hunchback that couldn't be a Spartan.
The precious.
He said, my father showed me the thrust. And he's like, that's that nigga. He don't
No
like.
key, this is all you got to see. Right
You
here.
got the colors that you really ain't like.
Oh no, he pulls it up, bro.
Yep.
I ain't making.
Look, it was
sure.
on ABC 7. Yo, you're fucking
He
up.
was everywhere
No
like
way,
that.
bro.
You're fucking up, Clipper Daryl.
Nigga, when the day I met Slink, nigga was in like 2015 in like Compton, and he was there at it was a DJ Quick like concert, or supposed to be, and like Quick didn't show up, but like Problem showed up and some other
So
people.
he went out there and did a set.
And no, he was just he was just in the audience, like he was in the parking lot. We was in the parking lot of Tams, so like we was like out there like posted.
What time is
The one on
Shout out to Tam.
Shout out to Tam.
which is at the one over
Definitely
across the
Tams.
street from the wall where they made the Walmart.
The new Walmart.
You talking about Tom's?
No, it is Tom's Jr. Yeah, my bad.
Tom's Jr.
Tom's
They
Jr.
ain't the same.
I think it's Tom's
Tom's
Jr.
is fire,
It was a
though.
new
But
one.
they different.
Tom's got
is
a
fire.
nice web.
Tom's is
fire.
fire. They got the flavorful like spread,
They got
like
some
the
Bob Chili cheese.
on the they got some good shit.
Yeah, they chili
but
cheese,
yeah, he
yeah.
was there, and he was like the not the host, but he was like kind of like the grand marshal of the. And then while everybody was waiting for Quick to get there, and he was on his like turned out Lakers shit at that point. And I remember just looking at him in the crowd like
Turned out.
I remember like this fucking weirdo. Like he was just up there like, yeah, come on.
You're so crucial. God damn.
Cause it's like you can't like root for a team for 18 years and then be like, oh, come on. But I didn't like the Clippers until I liked them until they started doing that We Run LA shit with no championships, no nothing. Like nigga,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As a Clipper fan, I took issue with that.
that was weird. That's the
I
only
was on
thing that
some,
really
like, it's
soured
fine.
me.
You gotta
That was
win
the
some
only
shit
thing that
first.
soured me to the Clippers. Like, and then the two when they traded Chris Paul and he couldn't come to the Lakers, but he can go to the Clippers. You know,
Yeah, that made me.
that shit kind of like pissed me off. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I felt like somebody pissed in
came-
our milk because I felt like everybody was trying to screw Kobe out of getting the ring.
Yeah,
bro.
that's all it was.
It was just like, man, bro, don't make me go back to that.
on top
bro.
of the Daniel Sterling, like we give them everything, their
that's
cars
yeah,
and
that
their
shit was
jewelry.
crazy.
We own them. Like, can you please stop bringing the black guys to my games?
Oh, Shit, that shit was
Like,
wild.
so like
That
yeah.
shit was wild.
Yeah, so
I
that's
remember
like when
watching
all,
that shit and listening
that
to
shit
that
was
shit,
crazy.
going, this shit's crazy.
And it wasn't
Like,
even like super because it's what you expect of an old kind of white guy that age.
I was just tripping that she
Like, honestly.
recorded it though. That's when I was just like,
She was
this
trying to
is
come
a
up.
cold
She
one,
fucked
bro.
up. She was like, she already had her come up, but she was digging for a bigger come up. And it's like she kind of played herself. She played herself, but she had to give back a bunch of the cars. Like she had to turn over a bunch of shit to his wife because he lost.
shit, that's the worst.
Because he
Like
lost.
she's
he lost
already
a bunch of
in the
shit.
negative. Like that's
Yeah,
just,
she fucked herself. She was trying to play the
Oh,
game
man.
and played herself.
Hey,
so.
but she made a lot of money off of everybody wearing them damn shades to cover
Hey,
their
yeah, hell
face.
yeah. She was selling the shit out of those visors.
Yeah.
That was pre-COVID too.
Man, she would have made a killing, bro.
Y'all
That's
remember that
wild.
shit? That fucking
Yeah.
visor? That shit was fucking funny. But, yeah. I don't know, man. Let's talk about Comptonmania, bro.
Woozy.
I was
Woozy.
Making my debut.
I was able to experience
Yeah,
like
holding the glove.
my first ghetto gauntlet. You know what I mean? I showed up. I pulled up with the kids.
Oh, I thought you got in it. I was
Nah.
like,
I was in the crowd. I was sitting there
Hey,
watching.
Punch would be a hell of a wrestler.
Yeah,
though. He got the
They
size,
just chop
too.
his leg. We got to just chop his leg.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Chop his leg
I
from
got
the
old
back.
football injuries. I can't.
You got to get this nigga a low
But,
blow.
yeah,
you got to
man.
get this nigga a low blow.
I was surprised. So let me tell you something, man. I got a son who's 13, right?
Right.
And growing up, I always wanted him to be like to get into wrestling because I was like, that's my chance. Like he get into wrestling, I'm gonna be able to get into wrestling too. That's gonna be my end.
you
This
gonna be the valet.
motherfucker was not interested, bro. That shit made me
He's
hot.
like, nah, he's like,
Sports,
nah.
none of that shit, bro. Bro is 13. He's 6'1", 215 pounds. Like
Ooh.
sports is not like
It'll
on his
come- it
radar
might-
at all.
It might show up later.
But my daughter, we went to Comptonmania, bro. I mean, we went to Ghetto Gauntlet. And she had a good ass time, bro. She still talks about Candy Girl. I had to pull up the video with the Cam had edited and put up on YouTube. Make sure y'all check that out on Innovative Culture.
That's dope.
And she watched the whole match on there. She was having a good old time, bro. So tell us how you started doing, how you started the company Comptonmania, how you even started getting into wrestling to begin with.
Man, that's trippy. I was going through like a transition in my life. And I'm just like, you 30-something years old, it's time to like really fully do what you wanted to do. So I had stopped doing comedy for like 3 years, just going through depression. I started seeing stuff different. I'm from Compton. I just want to make it. And then I'm started learning about child trafficking and sexual exploitation. And I'm like, what the f is going on here? I had this mindset at one time where it's like, damn, I hate it that I'm from Compton. Like, damn, I ain't got no opportunities. Like, fuck, But then when I started like learning what was going on like with child trafficking, sexual exploitation, I'm like, yo, it's a lot of people that'll be lining up, be like, let's switch places right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it made me like rethink like that. So it's like, okay, so what do you want to do to make your life better? I had stopped doing comedy because I started going through depression. Everything was just serious. I want Bernie Sanders to get in. The world's going crazy. Yeah. But anyway, long story short, I moved back in my grandma's front house, and I'm like, you know what? I started to get anxiety doing comedy. Like it was just like, I'm like, I gotta beat this demon. So my dumb ass do like write an hour like special, like for my backyard. I hire but I have like different performers come on and stuff like that. I made like $300 in my backyard because when we put on shows at the West Side Comedy Theater back in the days, you have to pay for the venue, and then when you paying for the venue, the people that come in, they also got to pay the park. But if they didn't have to pay the park, I could have got more of that money on something else. You know what I mean? So I'm like, free parking, whatever. I made like 300 and something. My boy Cameron, happy birthday! It's his birthday today. Cameron, what's the deal? So we get together. He's like, when we gonna do another one? I'm like, wouldn't it be dope just to have one wrestling show in the backyard? I wasn't looking to have no company. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just wanted to do some backyard shit that I thought would be dope. I had no clue that like once we did it, we only had 50 people in the backyard, but I was shocked at how many people was walking by. Like, what the hell? What you got in your backyard? What's about to happen?
Yeah, you see a ring.
Man,
you got questions.
So it started like I just went into this like stuck mode where I just started seeing like the kids next door sitting on cars. You could see the lady taking a shower in her thing, and she could see through my grandma's window. She's watching wrestling while she's in the shower the whole time. But you can't see nothing. You just see here. You know what I mean? So it was just like, you got my other neighbors on the other side. They're like, Sean, we so proud of you, man. Mama Jenny would be like, wow. My grandma is like, what the hell is these people doing? You know what I mean? Everybody is like, my pops come to me and say, hey, you need to make this a business. I'm like, I don't know shit about business. I just did a comedy show, and I'm kind of scared to get back on stage. I did one wrestling show. He's talking about make it a business. Like, this shit is expensive. With the comedy show, it was cheap. Okay, I had tables and chairs for the most part. Yeah. The ring, it'll cost you a lung to rent it. I mean, not really, but when you broke, you know what I mean?
Oh, hey, shit, it's an expense like a motherfucker.
Man, so it was just, I don't know, like, and it just, from that we did another show. It was 80 people in the backyard. And then I started listening to my pops, like, and that was a Christmas show. First one was October 26th. After we did the Christmas show, I was like, okay. I hit up Swift Fowlings, got an LLC, talked to my cousin. She helped me get it trademarked. And after that, March 7th, before the pandemic, we had 150 people in the forums. And people was on horses like, what the hell? Y'all got lucha going on over here? Ain't nobody told me nothing. I was still kind of like scared to promote it because when I talk to people, I understand how it's going to sound. Like, I can't sell it to an investor to be like, yo, I got this dopest thing ever. It's like, I got a wrestling company in Compton. Hell no, I'm not interested. Who getting shot? I mean, just keep it real. Or are you thinking it's going to be like some ghetto bullshit type shit? But, like, nah, man. Like, I thought about how wrestling was something very... My mom and dad both from Palmer Block, Compton Crip, right? Rest in peace, both of them. I just lost my mom earlier this year. My pops, I lost him. My dad lost him since I was 2. So it's like I had my grandma Charlotte Watkins, who just believed in me, bro. Like, she taught me how to face my fears. You know, she helped me go after my dreams, and so we just built something in the backyard, and now I put my all into it, and that was the one thing that kept me straight. I feel like I'm something that my family can be proud of, man. I really tried my best to build my city up too. So I don't even know, I'm rambling.
No, that's good, bro. Nah, bro. From what I saw that day, I seen that everybody had got together and had made that shit happen for you.
I gotta say this
that was
too.
the biggest thing.
I have to say this too. It is not all me. This is a team situation. Shout out to Punch. Shout out to my man Cool Ass Cam. And shout out to Cameron, my girl. We got a whole squad. You cannot do this shit by yourself. I have a team full of people that just believe, bro. They believe, sacrificing. Like, just because they believe in the goal. And I will say this, that Compton will be known as the wrestling capital of the world. Remember, I told you that. But that's why we do it, though. We want to build our own audience and also link with everybody else that's doing cool stuff, right? Don't need to beef with nobody.
Facts. Real shit.
That's good.
You want some Kool-Aid? You want to talk about one of the matches?
Yeah, man. Cool Ass Cam, go ahead and kind of get into it. I know you're the one that edited the.
You pulling up the video or what you doing?
Still got Clipper Darrell weird ass.
You think Clipper Darrell? He was Laker Darrell for a second, ladies and gentlemen. I see it. He was Laker Darrell.
Well, I think I want to go off of memory. The first match was the tag team match.
Yeah, the Rock and Rodeo Express versus the Doom Gods.
Right. So, very exciting match. I feel like that was the one that started the show off. So they had a lot of action, a lot of double team moves. You know, a lot of the stuff that you would expect from a solid tag team match. And it was a championship match to start off the card.
Man.
So definitely, I think that was dope. So what was your thoughts on that?
I thought that match was really interesting. Noticing that Doom had the injury, had the injury. And I didn't think that they were going to be able to beat the Rock and Rodeo Express. I'm thinking it's basically 1.5 versus 2. And my math, 2 always beats 1 anything. So I didn't think that the Doom Gods was going to win. And they figured a way out. Thanks to the God King who got that, put him in a whatever. Anthony know the name of the moves. I just said, damn. You know what I'm saying? But I said, damn. He did. For sure.
The match after that.
Hey, hold on. Time out.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're having technical difficulties, but we're coming back.
We'll return after these messages. I hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's like a commercial break on live. What's up, y'all? Yeah. Sing along, stupid. He can hear me. I had to go on and be rolling his heart. Money, nigga. That nigga said, I thought I had a wig on. That's funny. That's nigga stupid.
Check. All right, we back.
We back.
All right, we back in this thing. Cool Ass Cam was talking about the second match.
The second match.
You had Judiz, the Black Rose. Judiz going up against the Ghetto Giant Grundy, who was accompanied by your boy
5 Stacks.
Mr. 5 Stacks. He's annoying as shit. Why can't he? Yes.
KM Stacks. Section.
He and you cheering for him. Look at you smiling from ear to ear.
I'm just saying, man. I like good storylines, so I feel like
he's annoying.
He'll put the boots to him.
No, but you know what? I can't get at him too bad too, because that match was pretty. He didn't get involved in that match. He
got involved later on in the day. We're gonna get to him later in the day, because that championship match had a lot to it.
Yeah, I'm coming for the Pinoy.
You coming for the Pinoy Prince?
I'm coming for it. I get that title.
Y'all hear that, man? He about to be the MFM up in here.
I'm telling you, over the shoulder.
It's still not working.
I'm gonna come in with that. Oh shit! It just stop it. I'm telling. We still on live. I'm coming for it.
Man, he's
Just-
coming for you.
It's that power
The Booker T
line. I flip you up, let you go, and catch you.
Ugh.
It's nasty. Perfected in swimming pools all over LA. Well, since the 80s.
What would you call that? The decapitator?
The big splash.
The big splash.
Because that's what you're going to do when you hit the ground. Teeth, blood, snot. I'm coming for that title.
Ugh.
Get it together. See, I can shoot. I can do some promos.
Yeah.
I can do this stream. I can do
Cut
that.
a promo real quick.
See, what would be the pay-per-view? I don't know. Like, we'd have a name for it.
You
Innovative Sunday.
You want to just start like improv and freaking promos like.
Because this Sunday, there's not going to be any more questions. No questions.
Graham slide in the ring like gold dust.
That nigga Rhodes do it.
Hey, Goldust would have been a superstar right now, dude.
Nigga slide in.
Am I right? This would be the era for Goldust.
They hated that nigga. I feel like he was a punishment to Dusty Rhodes because like Vince hated Dusty so much. That's why he made him do all that Goldust shit. Honestly.
Probably so.
The same way when he started talking. Yeah, but I mean, he had a job before that. He was wearing jeans and cowboy boots and having matches in the back of trucks.
And they had his wife
on the road
all the time, though.
Yeah, it was just like they were like highly disrespectful to him as just his character is just a man.
Same way they did Mark Merrill.
Yeah, exactly.
Sable came around.
There's a lot of shit like that, so I felt like, I don't know, I just keep little shit like, especially knowing other storylines and or not even storylines, real shit that happened backstage, and after we find out years later, and then to see how certain other shit plays out. So.
What's up, Mike? The other mic in here too. It's a bunch of mics. A+ in the building.
I'm coming in. Me and Moan, WrestleMania weekend, Comptonmania.
Woozy.
Telling you, suplex match.
Yeah.
A lot going up.
You gotta get suplexed through a table to win.
Gotta get
Also
a table
yeah.
match.
Pretty much. But it has to be a specific finisher through the table.
You gotta suplex them through
While
the
it's on
table.
fire.
Molotov cocktail.
Off the top ropes. It gotta be another big man. I'm not even a big man. This nigga's way bigger than me, but it's like,
Triple L.
yeah, like a missile drop kick off the top ropes. Fuck around and knock myself out. I'll fuck around and hit my head and pass out when I land and shit.
Dang.
I'll
Thinking
try.
about the matches.
I will
What was
try.
the third match? Third match was the triple threat.
Yep, it was a triple threat match.
Was
it
that
was
the one
Can't
where-
Stop Jamal.
Can't Stop Jamal, Jay Baptiste, and Jim Stranger, who's the liaison for Lois, who's running for Comptonmania mayor.
Lois Grain.
Lowe's Grain,
Lord.
Lowe's Grain, man. Hey, man.
Niggas turning to Terrence Howard.
Hey, man. Oh, no, man. And it was just like, oh, why you sound so shaken, nigga?
Hey,
This nigga sound shook. No, but I like the match. That's what I said. It's like when you just said that too. You were like, it was because it was Compton, or people would think it's like, oh, it's not. It's some ghetto shit, and it's not that. Even I would think it's ghetto shit because it's Compton, or that it was ghetto shit. Period. But just when people put on promotions that aren't some major shit, you just think it's not the same shit. But when I watched that shit, when they showed it to me, like was it the day after or 2 days later, and I was like watching it, we were in there, that shit was dope. It was like watching a real like wrestling show. It wasn't like oh this shit. Like like I said, I've watched TNA and been like, what the fuck am I
Lower
watching?
thirds and shit.
Yeah,
You know what everybody's name is?
yeah, I'm like I've watched TNA, like this shit is like I can't like do it. Like
you can't do TNA?
No, at a certain point it was just like really bad.
During the Jeff Jarrett.
It was very bad a bunch of different times. It would just be like, come on, bro. And it was even like
They had talent, but like
and it was sometimes even the talent wouldn't be like going full throttle because I don't
they
know.
couldn't because of the storylines they got written for
So,
them.
but I feel like watching your show. It was like watching a real show, like in the league of.
It felt like Ring of Honor.
Yeah, or like from 205 Live, or it had a real like, okay, this is real wrestling. I was like, I don't know if I thought I'd see more niggas dressed like Raven, like DDTing themselves through like off of roofs and shit, through like glass shards, but It was like, and even that I like watching, like barbed wire crazy shit, like. But it was really on the level of like quality, a wrestling show, a real professional wrestling show, just in the setting of a rancho or like in Compton. But it was still, that shit was still like a video game or something. When you go from like level to level, and then you go to that level, and that's like the surrounding and the people in the back. You see what I'm saying? Like Street Fighter, you go to China, and the motherfuckers in the back with money in their hand and chickens and shit. So it was like, that shit was dope.
Yeah, man, I appreciate. I feel like that's a reflection of our team, though. You know, because this shit. I mean, you can't just wake up in the morning and say I'm finna do a wrestling company. There's a lot of steps that you have to take. It's so many sacrifices. Like my girl is right here with me. Like we do this shit as a family. Yeah. Like you gotta continuously be on communication mode. Any miscommunication could be a strikeout. It's like detrimental. It's like it's serious. It's and I appreciate it, but it's for me. It's like I just think about how important wrestling was, and I can hear from all y'all. Like when we grew up, those were like that's our role models. We fashioned our life based off of what we saw on wrestling. Like straight up, that was
practicing the moves.
Exactly. You imagining to do stuff to people based off of what you saw, like dang, you know. So it's just we want to create that vibe. We want to create a vibe where you could just come in, bro, and just feel like you at Disneyland. You know what I mean? Like just experience. And you doing it in Compton. And we giving away free stuff, bro. Come on, man. And you get to experience this with your family. That to me means more than anything. And then the wrestling part is easy. It's easy because you with your homies. You with your people that's in the trenches with you. Mm-hmm. They understand like what you going through, like all the numbers. Before we get to the show, damn, a show is what everybody want to see, but how we get to the show is really the real battle. Yeah. Like what the X's and O's say. Yeah, you know, so building relationships. I say all the time, you know, we in this asshole culture where we feel like the best way to get over is to be an asshole, but it's not. Like a lot of the help that I've been getting is just because it's off of love, bro. That asshole shit gonna flame your ass out. You gonna burn up so many damn bridges. You can't make no money like that, bro.
Oh shit.
You can't make no money. You cannot survive off of that. And then when you know how like when I was telling you when I was going through that process of like what I wanted to do, it's just like what's the most bossest thing on earth to do? Like one thing you would think is to have money, to do this. I was like, yo, if I could just wake up in the morning and do what the fuck I want to do. Like if I don't choose to do nothing, I want to set up some stuff where my family gonna be taken care of. If I do nothing for a year or two, if a pandemic hit,
you good.
We ain't hurting for nothing, and we able to help other people. So what do I need to do? I need to create something where a lot of people can make some money.
Real shit.
And then that way, I will have access to anything that I need. And for me, I don't want like the baddest car. I don't need the baddest anything. Like I just want to do what I want to do.
I need one in my car. And I have like 2 or 3 hoopties.
You know what my dream car is? A Charger, nigga. A Charger.
Not even a Hellcat, just a regular Charger.
A regular, a 2007 V6? Charger.
V6?
Huh?
V6?
Nah, no fucking V6.
V6, V8, long as it get me to where I'm saying.
Put the 87 gas in there.
I'd probably get like a Lambo truck. I'd get like a Lambo truck. Yeah,
because in the long run, you got to think about all that.
Stupid, if you got enough money for the charge, you got enough money for the gas.
Man, yeah. Because I know niggas that get the charge and put 89 in that motherfucker.
That's their problem.
Wondering why their car keep breaking down.
Let's fuck it up.
Hey, what kind of gas do you put in specific cars? Because I'm always guilty. I put 87 in your shit.
You got to. 91 a couple of weeks ago.
91 is more for like
V8.
Nice, yeah, like.
Oh, 91's for V8s?
Yeah.
Like, I had a Suburban.
You were supposed to put 91 in that motherfucker.
87 the fuck out of that.
Wow.
And when you put in 87, you got to clean it too, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta.
That. They got the commercial saying they got detergent in the motherfucker. I'm supposed to clean it still. That about a bitch.
That's wild.
That says, hey. That's super funny.
Well, shit, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. You want to plug anything else before you get?
Hey man, we got our next show is October 22nd. Yo,
for my birthday.
Ooh, that's the, and you know what?
Right,
You're October, baby?
October 23rd.
Man, I'm an October 4th. What you talking about? Ooh.
I have to slide in there on my birthday.
And Comptonmania, October 26th. So our anniversary show is October 22nd. I don't have the details yet, but follow us on Instagram, Comptonmania, Facebook, Comptonmania, YouTube, Comptonmania, everywhere. Just look up Comptonmania, okay? Or Deshawn SHOTYME Watkins. October 22nd is going down in Compton. Details coming soon.
That's right.
Hell yeah, appreciate you, Bobo. Tony, where you at?
So Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. And shit, I'm gonna slide in there, Comptonmania, get like power drove through a cake for my birthday. They just like, they be like, fuck out of here. They just drop me through a cake on my head. I get carted out on a gurney, like make it real dramatic. They be like, then I'll make my debut when I return and get revenge. That's what the story on. Yeah, on the whole team. They all just gonna just close lariats, drop lariats. Not clotheslines, lariats.
When you spin around.
Like, whap, they hit you with you do a Kofi Kingston, you do it inside out.
Ooh.
You know, like, that was hilarious.
It's like the flare corner bump with no corner.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He did.
But yeah, that's it. That's about it.
I'm cool as Cam. Coolest motherfucker on the planet. This has been very fun, very educational too. You know, we learned a lot about Comptonmania and you and how you put that together, and I think that was real dope. Hopefully we see everybody else at the next event, you know.
For sure.
This is the invite to everybody. We want y'all to come pull up to the event, come check out some wrestling. And you know, if you're not a wrestling fan, by the time you leave there, you probably will be one, because it goes in.
Man, we got a team, man, and I appreciate innovative culture, man. I appreciate all y'all. DJ Punch, man. This is thank y'all, man, for the love.
sir.
Like, I feel like I got a whole nother family over here, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, make sure y'all follow me at I am DJ Punch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole Shabam Boo baby. Make sure you follow the podcast at the F and Mad Podcast. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture. Make sure you subscribe to the website www.theinnovativeculture.com. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, youtube.com/innovativeculture. We out this bitch. Peace.
Yeah.
Innovative. The Effin' Mad Podcast. DJ Punch. Cool ass Cam. The coolest motherfucker on the planet. The whole Shabam Boo baby.